Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to Treasure Your Intuition. This is a pick a card reading for singles. This is a love reading for you. So please remember that this reading may or may not resonate. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest for another person to claim, okay? So it's going to be 3 piles. And I will put timestamps in for everybody after I'm done the reading, obviously. So, with that being said, we are going to cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space today. Okay? Cleanse the cards, the energy, space. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. And then we will get into the reading. I will be using tarot cards to further the reading, but I will be using these cards kind of as the point blank period situation. All right, so let's cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space, please. Cleanse the cards, the energy, space. Cleanse the cards, energy, space. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space, please. Thank you. All right. And cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space, please. Okay. And these are just falling everywhere. I don't know why, but yes, that's what's going on now. Okay. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. All right. Spirit Guide Guardian Angels ask you to join me today in this reading to help pick out piles for this group. Okay, so first things first, this is a love reading. So 3 cards for group 1, please. Okay. Group 1. Thank you. 3 cards for group 2, please. Group 2. 3 cards for group 3, please. Group 3. Next pile, deck, whatever. 3 cards for group 1, please. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3 cards for group 2, please. 1, 2, 3. And 3 cards for group 3, please. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next, we have these ones. So 3 cards for group 1, please. All right. 2, 3. 3 cards for group 2, please. 1, 2, 3. And 3 cards for group 3, please. 1, 2, 3. All right. Next, we have 1 card for the pile. Okay, 1 card for the pile. So for group 1, please. Group 2, please. Thank you. And group 3, please. All right. So here is the whatever, pick a pile, what you decide that you want. I will let you focus on that for a second. Take a moment, take it in, choose your pile accordingly. All right. And then we will move on. So we are going to use something called the cross spread. I have never used this spread before, but I figured that let's just try that, okay? 355. All right. So the cross spread, simple spread, and this is for the singles, of course. So hopefully you have chosen what pile you are interested in. And we will get into this reading right now. So group 1, you are possibly. Group 2, you are not the right time. Group 3, you are soon. Okay. So let's start with group 1, please. Okay. So group 1, you have possibly. Okay. We're going to get to these in a hot minute here. let's get into the actual reading. So, group one, what is the theme for group one? Well, it's love. So, what does group one need to know about their love, please? What does group one need to know about their love? What does group one singles here need to know about their love, please? Spirit guide, guardian angels, what do we got for them? Group one for love. Okay. Your theme here. All right. Group one. What is your challenge in love right now? What is your challenge in love, please? What is group one's challenge in love? Okay. Next is this is what you think. Okay. So, what does group one think about love right now? What does group one think about love? What does group one think about love? All right. And finally, what does group one actually need in love? What does group one need in love? What does group one need in love? Okay. So, group one, here we have kind of your theme overall feeling on love. That is the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, some of you are very, very tired of relationships that people lie to you, they cheat, they steal, whatever it is, you're tired of it. You're tired of the manipulation, and that's how you feel about love currently. Some of you may have been scorned lately. Some of you are bitter, okay? But that's okay. What is your challenge currently in love? Finding somebody that matches your energy with the Three of Wands. And the last one was the King of Swords in reverse. So finding somebody who can match this passionate energy. Okay. What you think about love currently? The Nine of Cups. So you want love to be emotionally fulfilling to you, not just to the other person. And that's pretty fair. And then finally, what you need in love, you have the Star in reverse. So you don't need somebody that's going to tell you all the hopes and dreams that you want to hear. You pretty much need somebody that's going to be real with you is what I'm seeing here, okay? So that's something you're definitely searching for. So other information, possibly. You may possibly be seeing somebody in the future. I heard don't keep all your eggs in one basket. Okay. Next, we have the lunar eclipse change. Okay. So that may mean something for some of you. You may possibly meet somebody around the lunar eclipse. Then you have water element in reverse, and that says sensing. So in reverse, I don't see it necessarily being a water element. Okay. And then you have the fourth house in reverse, roots. Okay. So for some of you, if you have a water sign in the fourth house, there may be a message in your fourth house for you regarding some kind of love connections, or air in the third, even. It could be any element really in the fourth, but that is just something, fourth or third. I'm seeing some of you may have a message in there for you. Okay, next you have loss. So some of you have experienced loss. Okay, calm, finding the calm within yourself, and abundance. Seeking abundance in relationships is something that you actually want. You don't want any of these like false relationships. You want abundance, okay? Next, you have let go of the past, clear energy to allow more love in your life. So some of you need to heal, okay? Don't forget, but maybe heal, or work on it, right? Benefit of the doubt, give your relationship a chance. So give a person a chance, okay? Some of you I see maybe trying to go back to exes. This is just a give them a chance. Obviously, if you're attracted to them, there may be a reason. Maybe they have changed. I'm not too sure. People do grow and change, but some people don't. And that's something you just don't make a red flag dress. Make sure you know what you're looking for, okay? Unexpected connection, opposites attract. So that's in reverse. So this is just clarifying that some of you are going back to a past person now. It may have not actually been like an ex. It may have just been like somebody you had a fling with, nothing serious or something, maybe coming back around. Okay. So that's what I have for you, group one. So just so you know, that is group one. Next, we have the next group. Okay. So group one, you are completed. Okay. And we have group two, group two, group two, group two. So not the right time. All right, group two, we will get to that in a moment. So what is the theme for love for group two? What is their energy theme, whatever? Okay. What is the theme of love? All right. So what is the challenge for group two, please? What is their challenge? What is the challenge of group two? I'm hearing many challenges. All right. What is they said take that back. That's the wrong one. Okay. What is the challenge for group two, please? What is the challenge for group two? I'm hearing clarity now. Struggling with the tarot deck, apparently. We are struggling here. Okay. Stop trying to jump. What is the challenge of group two? All right. What does group two think about love? What does group two think? Group two singles think? And finally, what does group two need regarding love, please? Okay. So group two, you have the wheel. So I see you guys more as the wheel's always turning. You're willing to move forward. Da 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 da. What doesn't work for you, you let it go. You move on. And that's kind of just your energy. Okay. Then you have your challenge, which is, so that was the wheel. And then your challenge is the Two of Swords in reverse. So your challenge is seeing beyond what you see. I don't know how to explain it really. Your challenge is like you've seen all this shit before, so you just automatically get an assumption about something, and that might be your challenge, is releasing assumptions and accusations, and really getting to understand the situation. Okay. This is what you think. So what do you think about love? Five of Wands in reverse. It is not buildable. You have complications building connections up to this kind of like loving place. It might be passionate and fiery, but the flame burns out is kind of what I'm getting from that. Finally, what do you need in love? You need somebody who's willing to show you actual stability. Somebody that is really willing to put like that pentacle down to show you, hey, I actually want something from you. That's a long-term connection, not just a fling. So some of you have been dealing with a lot of fling type situations, okay? Next, you have not the right time. So some of you may realize this is not the right time for a connection, okay? So you have Scorpio in reverse. I transform, okay? So some of you definitely aren't in that energy or won't be dealing with a Scorpio or don't want to deal with a Scorpio anymore. South node in reverse, life's debt. So you are no longer dealing with your south node energy. You are actually moving towards your north node, okay? Next, you have Virgo in reverse. I analyze, okay? So you're not analyzing situations anymore. You kind of know what you want, okay? You have happiness. So you are happy being alone and single, okay? Messages of guidance in reverse. So there is definitely not really seeking guidance right now, but maybe you are trying to seek from your higher self and can't connect properly. Next, you have children in reverse. So obviously some of you do not have children or have no interest in having children. That's okay. Okay, next we have T's in reverse. The energy is fun and lighthearted, but uncertain. So you're not into that. You don't want none of that. The memento in reverse, a gift from someone special. So there's no gift. Some of you are like legit, like single who are watching this or will be. And then you have a spirit soul path, a personal evolution within your relationship. So obviously that's in reverse. So there is no relationship and you're not really seeking a relationship. However, if something shows up, that's fine. But currently it's not the right time for you. And that's okay. So next we have group number 3. So group 3, you are soon. Okay. So you were soon. Okay, so group 3, soon. We're going to move that over. And just remember, if something shows up in reverse and it could be upright, depending on who you are, some of these messages could easily be for like upright, reversal. It just depends on who you are. There is such a vast majority of people. All right, so next we have group number 3. All right, group 3, spirit guide, guardian angels, ancestors. Let's get group 3 some information about their love life, these singles for group 3. What is group 3's theme? What is their theme, their energy, attitude, whatever you want to call it, towards love, please? What is this towards love? Okay. What is their challenge? What is group 3's challenge currently in love? What is group 3's challenge currently in love? What is group 3's challenge currently in love? One more. Okay, what is group 3's challenge? All right. Next, we have what does group 3 think about love? Okay. And finally, we have what does group 3 need for love? Okay. What does group 3 need? What does group 3 need? Patience. What does group 3 need, please? What do these single group 3s need for love? All right. Okay. Interesting. So, group 3, you have what you like, love, what your theme of love is. 7 of Pentacles, you want to see growth, okay? With the 7 of Pentacles, you're willing to see growth in connections, right? Then next is your challenge. Your challenge is the Knight of Swords in reverse. So I definitely see this as your challenge is to listen to other people. This is how do I explain this? You want growth in a relationship. However, you don't want to listen to what anybody else has to say. So if you're asking for guidance from an outside source, you're like, oh no, you don't know anything. Somebody may know something that may be able to help you, and that's your challenge, is to know when to take the guidance and when not to take the guidance. Okay. Next is this is what you think. So you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So this is like a lack of growth. You're a single person. You don't know if there's ever going to be growth, but however, you would love a connection that brings you this kind of like success, stability, financial structure, also like this loving structure, building roots, growing roots, family, whatever it is, that's what you want. However, currently you don't see that and you don't know if it's necessarily a possibility, especially with the way society is today. I see it as more of a societal crisis for some of you. Okay. Finally, you have this is what you need. So a lack of strength. So the strength in reverse is showing a lack of strength. So I think some of you are really, really strong and independent. And some of you are so strong, independent, you lack vulnerability. Okay. And that's kind of what you need, is somebody that you can feel safe to be vulnerable around, that won't abuse it. Okay. Because, some people are shit. Let's put it that way. All right. So I heard people equals shit, pretty much. But you want somebody that you could be vulnerable with. Okay. So you have soon. Okay. So soon you might have a connection that shows up for you. So you have Pisces, I believe. Okay. So some of you may have Pisces energy, right? Next you have Black Moon Lilith mystery. Okay. So you could have Pisces and Lilith. Some of you, the 6th house in reverse, routine. So you're definitely not in a routine moment. This could also be 5th house. So some of you could have Pisces in 5th or 6th. Next, you have messages of love in reverse. So there is no real messages. Some of you, I see like flirting text messages, but I don't see no like real commitment Okay, freedom, wanting freedom in a connection, but still having like that interdependent situation. Um, Burned of tears in reverse. So you're not crying over anything right now. You're kind of like over crying over spilt milk. Friendly support, fairies, guides, and friends give you aid. So there are people around you that are willing to, talk and listen to you. Then you have guided steps to great love, follow the path of ascension. So this is just kind of like work on self and keep working on self and like ascending to the highest version of yourself, mentally, spiritually, financially, lovingly, all the things. And it's like, if you're not looking for love, it could just like show up one day and find you. Okay. Finally, you have forgiveness. Allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. So, some of you definitely need to forgive situations of the past, learn from them. And some of you literally just need to like sit in the shower or a bath or go for a walk, find a water thingy, a waterfall, go for a swim, find some nature. Water could be very healing for some of you. So some of you may also be a water sign too. That might be a hint. So yeah, that's all I really have for you. I hope this resonates. Once again, if it didn't, leave it for somebody else. Honestly, send this to a friend, see what they get. If you're interested, if you could, please, 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 please subscribe. It helps me. I really want to be able to hit like 50 subscribers so I can also do readings on my phone besides my computer. So yeah, that would be great. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Goodbye now. Bye, bye, bye.